Good morning, everybody. I have said it many times before, and it bears repeating today. Time is money in business. So I appreciate you all sharing your valuable time with us as we discuss the next step in creating more city government efficiency and how it will positively impact the bottom line for our local businesses. During my campaign for mayor and in the early days of my administration, I heard one thing over and over again. It takes way too long to get a permit in Jacksonville. Those delays were creating real-life challenges for our small business community, who drive most of our local economy. It is critical that we break down these barriers if we are going to reach our goal of being the small business capital of the Southeast. And we are going to reach that goal. Whether it's the opening of a new restaurant or construction of an affordable housing complex, a lot can change when projects are delayed for months or, frankly, even years. It usually means the project will cost more than anticipated. With those challenges in mind, we have been laser focused on fixing the permitting process. We added more staff and overflow support to review permits. We looked at the process system-wide and made it more efficient. And we used technology to make the submission and review of permits easier and faster, both for the development community and, frankly, for our city staff as well. Our commitment to problem solving has led to success. The time it takes to finalize building permits has dramatically reduced from 100 days down to 40. This approach hasn't been focused solely on permitting, though. Efficiency has been a top priority in everything that we do. Over the past 22 months, we have made significant strides in certificates of use, transparency dashboards, electronic contract signatures, expense reports, procurement, and several intake processes with JFRD. In total, we have saved more than 273,000 hours of staff time, which is 1 year's worth of work for 126 employees. Put another way, the staff time we have saved so far is worth $10.6 million. Now, that doesn't necessarily translate into jobs or extra dollars in the budget. What it does mean is what it does mean is we can do more with the same number of resources. And that's important. And I want you to understand that, because when I throw numbers out there, I want you to understand why it's important that we can do the same, the work with the same resources. It's important because we are one of the fastest growing cities in America. So our population growth means that we'll have more roads to pave, more potholes to fill. We'll have more trash to pick up. And those things don't just take care of themselves. We have to make sure that we have the efficiency and the money to do that. So this allows us to maintain these services for more people without spending more money. Today, we're taking another step in delivering more efficiency. We are announcing an exciting new initiative to streamline the civil plan review process. If you're wondering what a civil plan review is, it's the horizontal elements of a construction project. Think of water and sewer lines, drainage, parking, roadways, just to name a few. We know from our conversations with folks in the industry that this process has been taking way too long for many, many years. Delays mean lost revenue for businesses, whether it's home sales, rental units, or retail space. Remember, again, time is money. So the work to speed up this process started with our permitting committee during the transition, and it has continued with input from city staff and industry experts. So I'm very grateful for the hard work of our transition committee members and feedback from organizations like the North Florida Builders Association and the National Association of Industrial and Office Properties. This dialogue and their recommendations led to an 8-point plan we're putting forward today. We analyzed the entire process from start to finish to identify the pinch points and the potential solutions. The outcome is bringing more people and resources to the process, educating the developer community, and bringing in technology to make it all work more efficiently. We're tackling this challenge on numerous fronts to reach the goal of reducing the time that it takes for civil plan reviews. And you can expect to start seeing results over the next couple of months. Our next speakers will tell you a lot more about the big changes we're making in people, processes, and technology to achieve it. First, our Chief Information Officer, Wanyoni Kenrick, will tell you more about the technology efforts and the updates being made to Jax Epics, the online permitting system that we developed in-house, which has saved millions of dollars. Wanyoni will be followed by our Public Works Director, Nina Sickler. She is leading this overall initiative for us and will tell you more about each part of this plan. And you'll see that it's a true collaborative effort with all of us working together toward a common goal. Last, you'll hear from Tony Slayman, President and CEO of Slayman Enterprises, to give a perspective from the industry. He has been so helpful to us in explaining how delays impact projects and also bringing forward ideas to help us make this process better for everybody. So we appreciate you, Tony, and we're looking forward to hearing from you as well.
From day one, our mayor, Mayor Donna Deegan, made permitting reform a top priority, not just to modernize systems, but to improve the way Jacksonville serves its people. Her charge was simple: make the process faster, more transparent and easier to navigate for residents, businesses, and builders alike. That vision led to the creation of Jax Epics, the Jacksonville Enterprise Permitting, Inspection, and Compliance System. It's kind of a mouthful, and it's delivering results. What are those results? Since we've launched, performed over 111,000 plan reviews, completed 336,000 inspections, and issued 134,000 permits. But more than volume, we have made dramatic improvements in speed and service as well. At the launch, resident reviews, and I'm hoping someone's going to point to a couple of these, Chris. Residential first review times averaged 25 days when we did our initial press conference. And we set a goal to get that number down to 15 days. Today, it's 8 days. Maybe he's going to get over there as well. Okay. The non-residential permits, we started at 30 days with a goal of 20 days. We're able to bring those down to 15 days, helping commercial projects move faster than ever before. Congratulations to you and your team, Nina. We've introduced key upgrades to Jax Epics platform. Advanced search functionality now makes it much easier for users to find exactly what they need. The rollout of the Certificate of Use, COU module, was a major milestone, simplifying compliance for commercial spaces, and we're proud to have launched permitting transparency dashboards recognized by Microsoft, which, as each of you know, is a global company. So congratulations, Mayor. Which publicly displays key performance metrics like review times, permit volume, and backlogs. These dashboards are helping us build trust by showing residents and businesses alike how we are performing. Jax Epics is more than just a system, though. It's a new way of doing business. We have embedded 904 Lean, Alex, principles, our city's approach to lean thinking, which focuses on eliminating waste and streamlining processes and maximizing value to our customers. In simple terms, lean helps us by cutting delays, reducing handoffs, and removing backlogs. To date, as Mayor Deegan mentioned earlier, 904 Lean efforts have already showed reductions in wait times with more than 100,000 hours of being eliminated annually from the permitting process. What does that mean? Time that's now being redirected into building our community better. And through 904 Agile, Dan, we have changed how we deliver system enhancements. Agile means delivering software updates quicker. For business, that means that you no longer have to wait for a week. Some would say a month. Some would say longer than that. Enhancements are regularly and responsive, sometimes on a daily basis, based on what our users actually need. But Lean is about more than just technology, as the mayor mentioned earlier. One key pillar is collaboration. And with the tireless work of Chris Callahan and our very own Agile coach, Dan Bracewell, we have established a product owner role whose main function is to hear and understand user voices. We're IT, we don't always hear and understand user voices, and translate that into what will bring the best value to Jack's Epics. And so I am just delighted to introduce our first product owner for the city of Jacksonville, Elisa Chow has stepped into this role. Elisa is keenly aware of the challenges that we're facing today. She's worked with us for quite a long time, so she understands us and will be the perfect conduit to build a high-performing team. Thank you. Elisa and the team are already hard at work building a framework to bring civil plans and plat reviews into Jack's Epics, and some of these posters here identify the work that they've already been involved in. They did a 4-day event where we didn't let them out of a room until they came up with next steps in terms of the process. A big feature on the way soon is something that they're calling Jack's Projects. With Jack's Projects features, we will be able to tie together civil reviews, building permits, and the COU, as well as all the future modules that are to come. All of this will be viewable on a map simply by clicking on a location. Everything that is happening will be displayed. The advanced search tools of Jack's Epics will be enhanced to include civil review information, giving you, the public, more power than ever to find the information that you need. This is essential, a report builder where your searches can be saved and run again and again as needed. When civil plans needs to be revised, that process will be initiated online rather than through emails and phone calls as it is today. While this may seem like something small, we know from feedback that we've received from our friends at NEFBA that this is a pain point in the process. This is why we value the feedback of our business partners so much. We want to make sure that the system that you understand that we're hearing what you're saying, and you're a vital component of the goal and our success. Some of the features will start rolling out in the next few months. And we anticipate the full civil plan review will be available in Jack's Epics the fall of 2025. I have to tell you, the first Jack's Epics it took about 2 years to create, so we really are accelerating. This will bring even more consistency and visibility to one of the most complex areas of permitting and allow us to fully integrate the process end-to-end within the platform. I have no doubt that we will see similar improvements like this ones we've achieved in the building permit process. This transformation reflects the unwavering commitment of Mayor Deegan to make permitting a foundation, not a barrier to Jacksonville's economic growth. With a continued partnership of our building community and the collaboration of a cross-functional city departments, we are creating a system that supports progress, fuels development, and delivers on the promise of responsive, citizen-focused government. And we're delighted to have an amazing collaborative business partner, the Director of Public Works, Nina Sickler. I have no doubt that together we will succeed.
I'm so pleased for this opportunity to provide an overview of our action plan for continued improvement of our civil plan review and permitting process. This has been a product of collaborative work between Mayor Deegan's Permitting Transition Committee, city staff, and key stakeholders in the development community. As a former small business owner in the engineering and construction industry here in Jacksonville, I experienced firsthand how critical a role the permitting process plays in the ability to succeed as a business. Now that I have the opportunity to lead the permitting team here at the city, our aim is to reduce bottlenecks, make smarter use of public and private resources, and accelerate the time to permit approval while ensuring all projects are meeting local, state, and federal requirements. Our goal is simple but critical: streamline the civil plan review and permitting process to support responsible, efficient development in our city, and foster an environment that allows local businesses to thrive. The plan includes 8 points that began in February of this year. I'm happy to say that 2 of the 8 points have already been completed. The first was moving development services into Public Works, and that was successfully done in March of this year. We also, number 2, is conducted a 904 Kaizen event, as Wanyonyi mentioned, and that was a great opportunity to identify the key areas where we can find inefficiencies and make sure that those are not carried into our future process improvements. Third, we are hosting 3 industry forums this month to engage directly with developers, contractors, and design professionals to hear their feedback and share updates and planned improvements. Fourth, we are contracting with consultants to provide additional resources in critical areas such as traffic and drainage plan reviews to make most and best use of our staff and the ability to move plan reviews through faster. We're also exploring AI-driven tools to identify common pitfalls and improve permitting efficiency. Fifth, as Wanyonyi mentioned, we are moving civil plan reviews into Jax Epics to provide a platform that provides the opportunity to track our progress and make it easier for applicants to get their permits through the process. 6, we are transitioning our legacy paper processes, such as revocable permits and in lieu sidewalk applications, to digital platforms. Excellent. Yes, that's going to be huge. 7th, based on feedback from industry, we are evaluating an express lane permitting option, which allows expedited reviews for an additional fee. This methodology has been used by other local agencies and provides an attractive option for owners who have an urgent need for review and approval of their project. And then the 8th point is evaluating the feasibility of a private provider program to allow certification of external professionals to be contracted by the applicants to conduct certain reviews. So we're working diligently on this plan and expect great progress over the next 60 to 90 days. So I want to touch on a key component of our action plan, which is partnership between government and the private sector. We strongly believe that design professionals and developers are as committed as we are to providing projects that are safe and beneficial to the community. And their ability to meet that goal depends on clear and consistent understanding of what the city expects from their permit applications. To accomplish that, we will be expanding our training and outreach programs to share ways to minimize the number of resubmittals and reduce the time required to navigate the civil permitting process. As I mentioned, along those lines, we are having industry forums, just the beginning of several, to make sure that we are connecting with those who are directly responsible for putting those permits into the system. And we're really looking forward to hearing their feedback. We also, as an example of the partnership that's been really important in our permitting process, we recently updated our Land Development Procedures Manual, which governs the civil design and permitting process. That had not been effectively updated for more than 20 years. This rewrite, which took our team about a year, was made possible only through extensive support and hands-on work of local industry engineers, contractors, materials suppliers, developers, and utility representatives. It helped to clearly define and document design requirements and expectations, and the partnership employed in development of this manual ensures that our permitting requirements reflect the needs of industry, and we'll be rolling out training modules on these updates in the next few months. I want to mention that I was yesterday at the American Public Works Association State Conference, and the Land Development Procedures Manual update received a state award for the partnership between our consultants, industry, and the city. So to sum it up, our action plan is about building a smarter, faster, and more collaborative permitting process. To implement the 8 pieces of this action plan, we'll continue working with industry to make sure we balance the needs of the city with the goals of the private sector. And we appreciate the partnership we've had to date on this plan. One very notable example of this partnership within this process is Mr. Slayman. He's a longtime developer and friend to the city, and I look forward to hearing his remarks.
Thank you very much. Mayor, thank you. As a lot of you know, our history, our family history, My mother came to Jacksonville. My grandparents brought her here, great-grandparents brought her here in 1917. That's how long my roots are in Jacksonville. And my dad and mom started our company in 1955, Slayman Enterprises. And the reason I'm saying that is, I was a young man then, learning the business, and I was raised in it. I have been trying to get the city to fix permitting for my whole life, and I can truly say that. It has been nuts to try to do. The last 4 mayors, I met with them and met with them and met with them, and I said, look, permitting's a problem, and we have a lot of mom and pop tenants, and when you hear stories of 6, 8 months for them getting permits, it makes me crazy. And we have got a mayor that has finally said, we're going to fix it. And let me tell you, she is fixing it. When I met with her through Karen Boland, me and Karen have been talking through this, and when I met with the mayor, she said, Tony, we're going to fix it. I want you to help us. We need to fix it. I want people in Jacksonville to get their permits quick. And Mayor, you're right. Time is money. And that's very, very, very important. And with the new civil, this could be something that'll be used in the whole state and maybe the whole country. Civil permitting, having it privatized, is a big, big deal. I don't think anybody's ever tried it. This could be the first city to do that, and I'm excited about it. And I think we are going to get it done, and we're going to make it work. And people in Jacksonville are going to get their permits quick. And there's a lot of people in here. You know what I'm talking about, because everyone in here has tried to get permits, and you know how long it's taken you to do them. So we got a mayor that's going to fix it. Thank you very much.